ఆర్గానిక్ సబ్బుల కోసం సంప్రదించండి. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. మేము హైదరాబాద్లోని ఏంజిల్ ఆర్గానిక్స్. మేము గాడిద పాలతో ఆర్గానిక్ సబ్బులను తయారు చేస్తాము. ఈ సబ్బులు వయసును ఏమాత్రం కనబడనీయవు. 7 రకాల ఫ్లేవర్స్ ఇందులో వినియోగిస్తారు. టర్మరిక్, స్ట్రాబెర్రీ, సాఫ్రాన్, రోజ్, తులసి, హెర్బల్ మరియు శాండిల్వుడ్. ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్ వారిని కూడా యంగ్ ఏజ్లా కనబడేలా చేస్తాయి. చర్మంపై ఏర్పడ్డ ముడతలను నిర్మూలిస్తాయి. మాయిశ్చరైజింగ్ మరియు చర్మాన్ని బాగు చేయడంలో ఎంతగానో సహాయపడతాయి. ఈ సబ్బుల కోసం మీరు ఆర్డర్ చేయాలనుకుంటే దయచేసి మాకు వాట్సాప్ చేయండి లేదా కింద ఇవ్వబడిన నంబర్కు కాల్ చేయండి. క్యాష్ ఆన్ డెలివరీ సౌకర్యం కూడా అందుబాటులో ఉంది.
So today we are gathered here to just have an awareness program on mental health, and a lot of people think different things about mental health. So this program is mainly so that we understand the meaning of it, and today we are gathered here just for expressing our solidarity with the people who need to concentrate and focus more on their mental health. So actually I'm not here to give a big talk or a lecture or gyan or knowledge, because that nowadays we get on Google. Google Baba gives us all. I'm just here to spread this awareness, and I also want to first of all give the difference between mental health and mental illness. So mental health is something that is, we all are having it. It's a person's well-being, emotional well-being, mental well-being, and it also includes physical well-being. Our ability to cope with our daily work, function effectively, and cope with our daily stressors. And mental illness is different. The mental illness is a set of problems which can be only diagnosed by experts, by assessment. So that is the difference between mental health and mental illness. Everybody has mental health. Not everybody has mental illness. So I'm not going to explain any concepts as such, but 2 topics which are very close to my heart I want to have an activity on. So one of them is self-love, the other one is stress. So if I have to explain self-love to you, I would like to do it in my own way, and I want you all to imagine that there is a little baby in front of you. So how would you deal with that baby? How would you talk to the baby? Would you be gentle and kind and full of love? Would your voice be very polite and gentle? Or would you be harsh? Would you use a harsh voice? Never. And what would you do? You would pick the baby with utmost care, utmost love, utmost gentleness. Am I right on this? Yes. How many of you agree to this? Yes. So we all would be very gentle with the baby. And how would we talk to the baby?
Politely.
Hello baby, Tono, kaise ho? In different ways, different people will talk, but the voice will be full of love and full of kindness, gentleness. So this, according to me, is self-love. So if you put yourself in the place of that baby and treat yourself just as kindly as you treat that little baby. We all have this little baby inside us which wants to be loved, to be appreciated, to be treated well. Agree or not? Yes. So just putting yourself as a little baby, this is the best form of self-love. What other things you would tell yourself? Would you appreciate yourself for every small thing that you did right? Would you say it's okay when you make mistakes? Yeah. So when this little baby which you're seeing there lying on the couch, when that little baby starts rolling over and starts crawling, or when he puts the first baby step, what do we all do? We all clap for the baby, we feel happy, we feel excited. Do we do that when we put small baby steps towards the direction of our goals? How many of us do that? All of us need to do it, but most of us beat ourselves up. अरे मैं ऐसे नहीं करना था, ऐसे करना था, ये गलत कर दिया, वो ऐसे क्यों हुआ? We start analyzing, criticizing ourselves. Yeah. So I would say that every small step that you're taking towards reaching wherever you want to be, you should applaud yourself, pat yourself on the back. That is the way to show yourself self-love. Now what I want you all to do is I have given you all want you all to do a small activity. Write down ways, at least 5 ways in which you show self-love to yourself. Yeah. So when this little baby, as this little baby grows up, what the caretakers of the baby does, they start preparing meals specially for that child. Whatever that child is able to eat, you are preparing. And you take every care at every meal to give the best nutrients to that child. Yes? Yes. Can we all start doing that for ourselves? Take care of our nutritional needs. As the baby starts walking, what do? We take the baby out in the park. We start playing with the baby. Keep the baby entertained. Keep the baby happy, clean. We take care of all physical and other needs of the baby. Same way, what are the ways from today you want to start showing self-love to yourself? Write down 5 points, all of you. I know you must be thinking, okay, why to write, but still, when we have something on paper, it's like a commitment that we are making to ourselves. So even if it's in a short form, please write down 5 ways which you want to do for yourself, your self-care, your happiness, your well-being.
Can be as small as going to a restaurant and having a dosa. Can be as small as I will pick my favorite powder or perfume. Can be small things, It's just loving ourselves. It can be as small thing as I did not talk to my friends from so long. What your friends will be happy. As simple as trying to call them, trying to do something. We are all grown up. We only have targets now. We don't have small things like loving ourselves.
But
Comes on the way. You are absolutely right. Imagine yourself better. In that chaos, we forget ourselves.
we forget ourselves. And parents of little children or bigger children, what do we tell our children, our daughters especially? बिटिया आपको शादी करके दूसरे घर को जाना है, आप सबको खुश करना है. You say that. How many of you actually tell your daughters, make yourselves happy? We don't tell. But that is the biggest thing that is required today in this world. You tell.
Be happy and make others happy.
Yeah, yes, yes,
My motto.
yes.
I always tell my children, be happy. I always tell my children, small babies, divert on small babies, then you become happy.
Yes.
I used to say. Thank you, madam.
Yeah, so I haven't introduced myself. I should have introduced at the outset. I would like to take this 1 minute to introduce myself. So I'm Dr. Parveen Lasanya. I'm a medical doctor. I worked in my own nursing home at Shadnagar for 16 years. But while taking care of the patients, I observed that all the women who came to me they always complained of this pain and that pain. And actually, the root cause of all the pain was the pain that they were carrying in their heart, their thoughts, what all things that they were feeling agony for, and what all they were not able to deal with and cope with. Those were the things which were causing them a lot of diseases. So after 16 years of practice, I decided, no, there are so many doctors taking care of physical well-being of people. So let them continue doing it. I will go out there and take care of mental well-being. So at the age of 40, I went and sat in a classroom full day and went and did my counseling psychology. And then I did my MSc in counseling psychology. And that's how I'm here as a mental health expert. And another thing is, after a few years of counseling a lot of women and a lot of girls, young boys and girls, I now upgraded myself, and presently I am working as a life coach and also a health and wellness coach, emotional and mental wellness. So this is my brief introduction, and I would like to continue the session now.
Where did you get your doctor degree and MSc degree?
Pardon?
From where you got your doctor degree?
I did my medicine from Usmania, but I did my counseling psychology PG diploma from St. Francis College, and after that I did my MSc in counseling psychology from Bristol.
Doctorate?
Yeah, doctor is medical doctor in, from Usmania. Yeah. So I'm sure all of you have written this. Now I would like to continue this activity and tell you all that make yourself into partners and tell each other what you have written. So when you tell your friend what you have written, and you also listen to your friend, you'll be able to give feedback and take feedback as well. And when you actually tell people that I am going to do this, there is more accountability and there is more guarantee that you will go and do it. So I give you this 1 minute to discuss with your neighbor what you have written.
Sir, good evening. How are you, sir? Always you are with your smile face. Smile face. You
So CBT is one, and other mindfulness therapies. There are many new therapies out late. So the therapies are adopted by psychologists. And if somebody has symptoms and they don't know what it is, then a clinical psychologist will do the assessment. So assessment is done by a clinical psychologist based on the criteria that they follow according to DSM.
What is the role of
somebody has got a problem.
So if they don't know whether they have to go to a psychologist or the psychiatrist, they can go to any one first, and then when they go to a psychologist and speak out what their issues are, psychologists will do the assessment. Even by talking, first of all, psychologists will know whether this person needs therapy or whether this person needs medicine. Yeah. So psychologists will decide. Yes.
what is the role of
Life coach. Okay. So the role of a life coach is, like suppose I'm at point A and I want to reach point B. I have certain dreams in my life. It could be a business goal. I want to achieve a target in a set number of days. So life coach can help us to achieve our target. It could be a health goal. Like I suppose somebody is overweight and wants to reduce weight. So life coach will help them by first of all understanding themselves. The first step in anything, whether it is counseling or life coaching, it is about awareness. First of all, people don't know where they are. Like if I have some problem right now, or if it's not a problem, it's something that I want to do. So what is stopping me? What is stopping me? Why do I want to do it? Why am I not doing it? So the life coach will help you to understand all those things. Then action steps, how you have to go and achieve that. So in that way, the life coach or health and wellness coach will help you to reach your goals. Everybody knows that I have to do this to be healthy. I have to do this to avoid a heart attack. But we don't do it. So when we have somebody who is guiding us, who's actually hand-holding us, taking us step by step, then there is a more probability of us achieving whatever it is that we want to achieve. So that role of the life coach is that. Pardon?
And we compare life coaches with sports coaches.
Of course. Yeah. So now, your name? Mr. Mohan has asked a question. Can we compare life coaches with sports coaches? Yes. So everybody who wants to become a world-class player or an Olympian or a champion, he comes to the playground and practices every day. But I have an important statement to state just now, that the person who's actually winning is not the best person, not the one who's most skilled at his game. The one who's winning is the one who's thinking he can. So the people don't achieve whatever they want to because of certain blocks in their mind. They think negatively about themselves. They don't believe that they can do it. So a coach helps the person whoever is wanting to be that champion to believe in himself by removing all the negative thoughts. So I'll come to this part. I'm coming back to this where I was talking about the baby. So when we talk to a baby, we talk so gently and we say, come on, shabash beta, you have put this first step. Come on, walk. And we put a hand and we stretch a hand and we give a hand to that baby to come and reach us. Yes?
Yes, correct.
Yes. But as the baby child grows up, for whatever reason, parents stop doing that. They stop encouraging the child as much as they encouraged when it was a little baby. Yes. So now, why it is like that? Because parents, they tell their children, come on, Abba, jaldi ready, you have to go to school, hurry up. Parents are saying that. Other parents saying, Shabash, you have dressed up early today? No. So they stop appreciating as they appreciated that little child. And as this child grows up, all sorts of conditioning comes inside the mind of that child. I am not good enough. I am not able to do this. I can't do this. That person is smarter than me, so that person only can get first in the class. I am not as smart. Or somebody, Shravya is able to run faster, and so she is going to win the race. Whereas all these statements are not true. They're not true. Somebody has told that to her, or she herself is thinking about herself that way, and that's why she's not able to go and do whatever she wants to do. So when we are talking to a little baby, we are being so gentle, so appreciative. Can we start doing that to ourselves every day?
Yes.
Yes. Telling ourselves that we are the best. I have it in me to go and do whatever I want. I can be the best version of myself. I can be healthy. I can win the cricket match. The person who wins the match is the only person who thought he can, not the one who is better at the game. So I'll narrate a story to you. I have a friend who's a hockey player. World Hockey Championship he took part. What his sir used to tell him every day to come for practice at 6 o'clock. So that person used to go at 5:30. And he used to start practicing before the sir came. And when we go and play any game, first the coach will tell us, go on dribbling the ball. And we are very, arey, roz ye kyun karna hai? How will I become a player? I want to see myself there. But the coach is the one who pushes. No, do this. Do it repeatedly. Practice. And when you practice, you reach there. And for that practice to be maintained and sustained, and that encouragement the coach gives. Somewhere we can, even if we do not have coaches with us all the time, we have to become our own coaches. Every morning when we get up, I'm sure all of you are all very well knowledge persons here. You all must be thanking that we are able to breathe and we are alive and all. But we forget to say good things to ourselves. So when we look in the mirror and say, I am healthy, I am capable, I'm awesome, I can do my job well. When we say all those things to ourselves, these affirmations every morning, what you would have told to that little baby if you start telling to yourself, this will really take us to whatever we want to do. We start believing in ourselves. Many of us will think, why do I have to say it? But our brain is not logical. Whatever we tell our brain believes. So every day we must tell our brain good things about ourselves. I am healthy. I am fit. I am going to be healthy. I am going to go and do well at my business. I am doing well at my job. I have awesome relationships. I have a very supportive family. Yeah, so these are some of the things. And if you all go and do that, this is one form of self-love, saying good things to ourselves. Okay. So now I'm sure all of you have discussed with your partners what you all have written. Anyone among you all want to come and share? Anyone wants to share what they have written?
Every person has to be confident about himself. You have to shake your color satisfaction.
I don't know if this is coming or not.
As you said, we have to be confident about ourselves. Ourselves. Every person has to be confident about himself before he does something.
Yes.
And I have one question, madam.
Yes.
I observe so many people walking in the park or outside for exercise.
Yes.
While walking, what I feel, we have to concentrate on walking, not to discuss matters with other persons while walking. How far it is correct?
Okay, that's what you think. Because you want to do that probably.
Yeah.
But somebody else feels good when they are talking with someone else.
You can relax out.
So yeah, you feel good when we share our thoughts.
They
can speak with love.
Yeah, when,
They can
yes,
speak with
when
love.
we share our thoughts with another,
They can share their
it
love.
makes us clearer in our head.
We can relax
So,
our
it's also a good way of walking. You're doing two things at the same time.
Yes.
You have somebody to listen to you.
But
Sorry to disagree with you. Now the present thinking is mindful living. Live in the present and focus on what you are doing.
yes.
That's what they say. It is established practice nowadays. Several coaches are actually encouraging us to mindful living. I don't know. This is slightly different from what he has told or you are.
Saying nothing as usual, but or wasteful things. Always say if you want to discuss, you want to talk, I say walk and talk. Generally people come and talk. Walk and talk. Don't sit and talk and waste your time. Walk and talk always. And another advantage of walking and talk, once I gave a lecture, I said because of talking while walking, one gynecologist, when I went there, she did not take money from me, consultation fee. She said, how can I take my money from Sundar, whom I meet every day, and when one person selling electronic items, I got a discount. Another selling this T-shirt and all that, they give me 30% discount only to me because I talk to them, greet them while walking and all that. If you do, and when you greet people, another thing, they feel very happy. And some even say, "Arey, yesterday you forgot to greet me." Then I say, so I'm greeting you twice today. But they always expect me to greet. And people feel happy. So it is a continuation of be happy and make others happy.
Yes.
And if you just walk here, you keep aloof from everybody, it makes no sense at all.
Yes.
You should discuss with people, talk to people, make others happy, and you can exchange knowledge also. You get some knowledge, you impart some knowledge, and it's very useful. Maybe on diet, maybe on exercise. So I feel you always, when you walk, you should talk.
Yes.
Never sit and talk. Walk and talk.
All are right. Yeah.
Sir say that only mine is correct.
Good evening. My name is Gurmeet Singh, and I think everybody knows me here. So you have asked us to write a few points about ourselves, and what is this? Okay. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to wake up early in the morning, although I wish I could wake up a little more earlier, but I always wake up before my wife, and that is one comfort. Then I want to make breakfast for myself and my wife because it gives me great pleasure. And I don't do it every day, although I have to confess, but 50-60% times I do that, and it gives me happiness. Then after that, I'd like to get ready and go out and do some good things which will make others happy. You know, like social service or something like that. Because you have to justify your existence in this world. Why God has sent you here, and if you just come here, do your work and go back, God will say that you have wasted your life. So you have to be useful to the world to make it more beautiful, more meaningful than others. Then I like to eat. And I love to eat the food cooked by my wife, who happens to be the best cook in the world.
You are giving certificate, very
And finally, I like to spend a lot of time with my friends, who are my lifeline, who give me encouragement, who show me the path, and who tells me the reasons why I should be living. But I am happiest when I spend time with myself. Thank you.
Very nice. Very well said.
Become very lazy. I'm getting up at 6, between 5:30 and 6. But now I have decided. I'm telling in front of everybody, so that now I will remember. Now everybody is watching me. So one thing I want to do is I want to start getting up at 5. Second thing that I want to do is I go to the gym 5 times a week. But now I want to make it 6 times. I want to improve myself. Constant improvement has to be there. Third thing, I love to have a lot of kaju dosas, which I'm not having these days. I'm occupied with work, so I'm not giving that love to myself. So one more thing that really makes me happy, and then start doing it every week. 2 times I will go and have dosa on my own. And last one life goal that I have, and it is all my heart, that I want to give the best possible life to my parents, what they missed, what they did, what they can do. So one of the big goals in my life is that whatever in my control, in my power, I will give everything to ensure my brother, my mother and my father can get the best in this life. These are my things. What is the best? Sir? Somebody asked, what is
your name, and love you.
which manner?
In
every possible manner. What possible manner?
In terms, good question. I will come back to that.
Okay, you wanted 5 things, isn't it? 5 items. First is, as he says, getting up. Of course, I have no problem. I keep the alarm 5:15. Definitely, I will get up at 5:15 and start my morning course. So there will be no laziness or anything. I have a fixed schedule. I will be coming. And in the park, I had already mentioned, my motto is networking I like very much. So we talk to others, greeting others. I greet everyone by name so that it improves my memory also. And that person also feels happy. When I talk to him, in fact, after 1 year, 2 years, when I greeted by name, he was very happy. He said, after such a long time, you are able to remember my name. and all that. And I also discuss about what they're doing, their occupation. It makes them happy. So it is a part of making others happy and networking. And third is in the with birthdays and all that, and among family members, I greet them, talk to people, sisters, friends, and every day I have a certain target to reach for walking, and I feel satisfied when I reach the target. And also some work I'm doing now. I'm doing some documentation on temples, write up and all that. So that occupies my time and I feel some satisfaction. I am doing something. Okay, thank you.
Love everybody and the same love, my love to all. And Meher Baba said, real happiness lies in making others happy. So I will follow the principle and I love everybody and I'll do good service to everybody and any problems of anybody, I'll go to them and solve their problems. Thereby I feel more happy. I'll get up at 5 o'clock. I think what is the program today? What are the actions to be taken? Accordingly, I follow. As Mr. Friend, Mr. Sundar told, I am also greeting everybody in the morning by name, or if I don't know the name, I'll say, sir, good morning, madam, good morning, like that. So, every Sunday, I'll go to hospice, that is terminally ill patients of cancer, that is at Kokatapalli, and all treatment will be over. They are about to go to heavenly abode. For that, my friend started hospice hospital. Every Sunday I will go there, morning 10 o'clock to evening 7:30. I will do service there, and I feel more happy by doing service to others. This is my motto of my life, and I request everybody to follow, share the love, and we are seeing the world everywhere we see fights, wars, terrorists, everything, because there is a lot of deficiency of love. These things are happening. So we must share the love, we must serve the people, and we must make others happy. Thereby we feel more happy. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Once again, ladies group have a question.
Yeah.
They want to finish that question and we'll move.
Yes.
Or if you want to
You can give me the topic will take it.
If you can get some evidence, fine. If you're not getting an evidence, that means it's not true. So then once you have not found the evidence, the third step is reframe it. In what other way can I put it? All of us get sometimes, if somebody is late in coming home, if your child is late in coming home from school or college, you start getting certain thoughts. So at that time you can just, first of all, one main important thing here is that when our thoughts are negative and when our emotions are playing full, our emotional brain takes over. And at that time our logical brain is not working. So first of all, to make your logical brain work, you'll have to take a few deep breaths. When you take few deep breaths, you're able to calm yourself and your mind is then able to think logically. There was one body scan meditation which I was planning to do. We'll see now whether we will do it or not. But that body scan meditation, what it does is, when we are having these negative thoughts or intense emotions, when we sit down and enter into a state of awareness, we are able to calm our mind. And that calmness will help us to think in a more logical way. So I'll just finish this. Was this answer helpful to you? I want you to hold this mic. Your awareness to it. Now take your attention to your mouth, the outline of your mouth. How is it inside your mouth? Is your mouth dry or wet? Are you able to taste anything? Breathe in and breathe out. Sometimes while doing this exercise, your mind might wander and you might think other things. It's okay. Bring your thoughts back to the exercise that you're doing. Breathe in and breathe out. Now focus your attention on the top of your head, your hair, your scalp, the skull beneath it, and the brain inside. What are you noticing? We are just trying to bring our attention to it. We are not trying to change it or feel it any different. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your attention to the rest of the body. Are you feeling comfortable and relaxed? Or are you feeling tense? Or are you feeling anything else? Just breathe. Bring your attention to it and become aware. Notice your body from top to bottom. How is it? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? Bring your attention back to your body, the whole body from top to bottom. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now take a deep breath, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring yourself back to the room. Does anyone want to share how they are feeling?
With this exercise, I feel my brain is became empty and concentration on my body only. Not other things, not on other things. This body scan exercise is very nice, madam. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Would any of you want to share your experience?
Completely relaxed. You forget yourself. You completely relaxed.
Thank you.
Just before this experience explaining to you, I just want to tell you my experience daily, what I do. I get up morning at between 3 and 4 and I go for meditation, and during that meditation I experience God. What that universal God is there, our universal soul and our individual soul. The individual soul merges with the universal soul, and that universal soul and our brain, it connects. Then the whole energy will become energized to your body, and you will be very much experiencing peacefulness, and your thoughts will be completely pure, and your actions also will be pure. This one should practice daily. This is a constant practice. It will not come in sometime in a single day like that. So the same type of experience now also I had the same thing. What I experienced in the morning.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Calm this off. Yeah. Yes. Body, and we calm our body by breathing. Then when we are relaxed, at that time we are able to think clearly. Then we can deal with our thoughts once our body is relaxed. So always when we are dealing with our emotions, we deal with our body first. Yeah. So people think that we must take care of mental health only when we are ill. We must take care of our mental health when we are good, so that it won't lead to mental health issues later on. The second myth is some people think that people with mental health illness have low intelligence. That's not true. That's a myth. People of any intelligence can get issues. The third myth is people think that we can't do anything without about our mental health. Of course we can. When we have loving family relationships at home, we give love to all the children at home and to other family members. That improves our mental health like anything. And the theme of this mental health 2023 it was on October 10th is community kindness. So the theme is community and kindness. Sadia? सबका लेना है.
Excuse me, sir, एक मिनट.
ఒక మంచి గ్రూప్ ఫోటో తీసుకున్నాం సార్ అందరూ.
మేడం మీకు
సార్ తీసుకున్నారు మంచి
फोटो तो
ఒక్క నిమిషం